We've all been hypocritical, let's face it, at some point in our lives. While we all like to think that we always talk the talk and walk the walk, the truth is that we occasionally fall short. Even when we are doing morally, it is incredibly simple to catch ourselves being hypocritical despite our best efforts. We are not seeking to appear hypocritical. Kind of just happens, really. Although we'd all like to think that everything we say and do makes sense, the truth is that because we're all human, we occasionally make mistakes, especially when we're unaware of them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Aries. Aries detests being taken advantage of, if there is anything. They are aware of their gift and love it when people recognize it, but what happens when that recognition is accompanied by demands and requests? That's a very different story. In spite of this, Ariases don't mind utilizing other people's skills, they see it as respecting their abilities and don't know how unpleasant and demanding they can come off as. 2. Virgo. It's ironic that Tauruses despise the stubborn because no one is more stubborn than a Taurus. It makes sense in certain ways. It makes sense that Taurus can't bear it when people oppose them and won't listen to reason because a stubborn person will always battle with another obstinate person. It doesn't matter how reasonable their justification, I'm right, they're wrong, is, still it's hypocritical, and we all know Taurus is too obstinate to see that. Gemini. Directness is what Geminis seek in their lives. They want to receive the facts they need as quickly as possible, they don't want others to beat about the bush. Too bad Geminis are the masters of passive aggression and would rather imply anything than say it directly. Despite their claims to the contrary, people only appreciate directness when it pertains to topics and circumstances that they are familiar with. As soon as things get uncomfortable, they will begin to dance their way out of the uncomfortable situation. Cancer. In terms of themselves, their friends, their families, and their lovers, Cancers value independence and autonomy. Cancer claims to want that, at least. They do value their independence and freedom, and they are content when their loved ones also enjoy these things. Naturally, this is assuming that their loved ones are ready to drop everything whenever Cancer wants it and are eager to include Cancer in everything. Cancers can be extremely clinging, despite their denial, and even while they are pleased to see their loved ones flourish without them, they still want to be included in all events, big or small. Leo. Leos are born leaders who find it unbearable when others don't obey their commands, yet they rebel against directions given by others. It makes no difference if they come from a superior or a more knowledgeable person. Nobody but Leo, in Leo's eyes, is his superior. When Leos are the ones in positions of power, this strategy is fantastic, but what about every other Leo out there? They are unquestionably shown to be hypocrites. Virgo. Nothing makes a Virgo happier than giving counsel, whether or not they were specifically asked for it. Too bad Virgos won't listen to what others have to say. Even though they will be polite about it, they will disregard the advice. Although they value the advice of others, they continue to act accordingly. Nobody delivers advice better than Virgos in their opinion. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Libra. Although they despise superficiality in others, Libras can't help but exhibit it themselves. Although they're ready to criticize someone else's behavior, comment on someone else's appearance, or judge them based on their appearance, they'll take it personally if someone does the same to them. Other folks are jerks with no substance. Simply said, Libras tell it like it is. Scorpio. When it comes to honesty, Scorpios have a severe double standard. They detest when individuals mislead or conceal information from them, yet they have no difficulty doing it when it benefits them. When Scorpio tells them, little white lies are okay, but when someone else does, it's a major thing. Is that lying by omission? It slipped their minds, yet if something intentionally hides something from someone else, it wouldn't slip their mind. Sagittarius. Sagittariuses like to think of themselves as thoughtful and kind, the kind of person who considers the needs and feelings of others, frequently at the expense of their own time and effort. Despite their best efforts, Sagittarians frequently act in ways that harm the individuals they are attempting to serve by doing what they believe other people desire. Without realizing it, they may say or do something hurtful to the other person, and when that person acts in an insulting way as a result, they may feel insulted themselves. They aren't being hypocritical, rather, they're just preoccupied. Capricorn. Those who are Capricorns tend to think of themselves as cool-headed. They enjoy presenting oneself as a steady, self-assured presence and exuding confidence. Unfortunately, they have a tendency to lose their cool the moment something goes wrong. While a crisis is occurring, some may be able to maintain the facade, but what happens after it calms down? They break down. Aquarius. While wanting to appear spontaneous, Aquarians are actually very controlling people. Yes, they adore the notion of a surprise picnic or being whisked away on a trip that is entirely paid for, but the food must be their favorite, the blanket's colors must be exactly right, and the location must be ideal. Otherwise, their spontaneity will be completely lost. Pisces. Pisces are the type of person that will adopt a new trend, pressure everyone around them to follow suit, and then rationalize their own behavior. When someone is on a diet, they will tout the advantages left and right, urge friends and family to join them, supervise everyone else's meals, and then, when they are home alone, they will order pizza and eat as much as they want. What's worse is that they aren't doing it to exert control. They simply excel at defending all manner of exceptions for themselves. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and leave your like.